Hi, Dr. Shelley with another installment of Tips and Tidbits for Transforming Your Life. There's a three-letter word in our vocabulary that I personally feel undermines just about everything we do. And it turns out I'm not the only one who thinks that. There's this little guy with funny ears named Yoda who thinks the same thing. And of course, he made the phrase famous, do or do not. There is no try. So that three-letter word I'm talking about is try. I want you to, here's the challenge for today. Start becoming really rigorous with your language, because your language shapes your world. Notice how often in your vocabulary you use the word try. Well, I'm going to try to make it to your party. I'm going to try to get that done today. I'm going to try a new recipe. Well, is that really true? You're going to try a new recipe? You're either going to do it or you're not. You're not, you know. We spend an enormous amount of energy trying. And in reality, there is no try. There's do or do not. I mean, come on, you're going to try to be a heart surgeon? No, you're either going to be a heart surgeon or you're not. You can't try to be pregnant. You can work towards becoming pregnant, but you can't try to be pregnant. You either are or you aren't. Pay attention to your language. It shapes everything you do. And try is just one little word, but it's a good word to make the point. There are so many little words that we use, and we use them when we talk about ourselves. And guess what? That other than conscious part of the brain back there, it's listening. And that's the part of the brain that runs the entire show. I've said this many, many times. It's pretty well documented. 96% of what happens in our world is totally unconscious. The more we can bring that unconscious into the conscious reality, the better off we are. And that has to do with being aware, which I talk about a lot. This is about being aware of your language. So when you're talking about you, can you look in the mirror and describe you in an empowering way? If you can't, that's a great daily practice to take on, because one of these days you'll actually start to believe it. But if you can't pay attention, or that's not true, because you can't. If you're not being aware of your language and how it impacts you, it can be the number one way that you could be undermining any and everything that you're trying to accomplish. Pay attention, first and foremost, to that three-letter word try, and then start paying attention to the other stuff that's coming out of your mouth. Does it really empower you? Does it move you forward towards your goals or not? And if it doesn't, I'm going to suggest you get it out of your vocabulary and find another word or a phrase that will help you. Here's a quick little example. People say all the time, there's that don't should on yourself. I should do this, I should do that. What if you exchanged the phrase, it's important to me to do that, versus I should do that? One of them takes you into a place of judgment, and from judgment, there's really no movement that happens from judgment. The other one is empowering. It's important to me. But you know what I find with a lot of my clients, we have to learn that it's okay, that something is really important to you and you acknowledge it and you do it for that reason. So that is my little tip for today. Pay attention to your language. Start with that three-letter word try. Get it out of your vocabulary. Pay attention to the stuff that you are saying about you and that you're feeding that unconscious mind, because that, my friend, is producing your reality. That's today's tip and tidbit for transforming your life. This is Dr. Shelley. I will see you in the next video.